Hi, Shalev Amar here with your Lemon Law Advocates. Today's video, what we're going to talk about is if you're frustrated with your repair situation with your Lemon vehicle, is it a good idea to get emotional with the repairing dealership or with the manufacturer's customer service reps? And the short answer is absolutely not, especially don't yell at them. And we'll get into why shortly. A little bit about my background. Been handling Lemon Law claims since all the way back in 2004. And now I've grown a team of attorneys and amazing support staff to handle Lemon Law cases. Everything to do with Lemon Law and breach of warranty from A to Z. Handled thousands of cases at this point. 95% of our cases ultimately settle out of court without any type of lawsuit. And we have almost a 99% success rate. So let's get into today's video. Look, it's completely understandable when you're without your vehicle for long periods of time. It could be a safety problem that's putting your family at risk, like the vehicle cutting out while you're driving or not starting or the brakes not working, or even hesitating can be dangerous. We understand getting emotional when you're having problems like this, especially if you're getting your vehicle repaired over and over again and they're not fixing the problem. You know, your safety's at risk, your family's safety is at risk, or it could just be frustration to have so many problems with a brand new vehicle or to be without your vehicle for long periods of time that you're waiting on. It's completely legitimate to be upset, to be frustrated, to even feel embarrassed by driving around a vehicle that keeps breaking down on you. It totally isn't fair. It shouldn't be happening to you, especially when you buy a brand new product. You paid a brand new price because you didn't want to deal with these kind of problems. It is a very, very unfair situation, and you're completely justified in being frustrated, angry, upset. Here's the issue though. If you yell at any of the dealership repair people, or if you yell at the manufacturer's customer service people, all of a sudden you've just made it way less likely that you'll ever get a fair Lemon Law resolution. And here's why. For any type of civil case, you need 3 things to prevail ultimately in court in front of a judge and jury. First, you need the facts. So you need to have enough repairs, typically I would say 3 to 4 repairs for the same substantial problem, or sufficient time out of service, and that I would say probably at least 20 to 25 or more days out of service, depending on how long you've owned the vehicle. And also the problems need to substantially impair the use and value of the vehicle to you. So that's what you need factually. So that's number 1. Second is the law. The facts that have happened, the problems you've experienced with the vehicle have to fit the requirements of the law. And I briefly touched on that, but there's 2 presumptions under the Lemon Law: 4 more repairs or 30 or more days out of service. Those are just guideposts. You can have less repairs than that, less time out of service, and still have a valid Lemon Law case if the overall repair history is unreasonable under the circumstances. So that's the law. Third, and most importantly, you have to be a likable claimant, a likable plaintiff. And here's why. Because in a civil case, we're talking about getting compensated. So the 2 main ways to get compensated under the Lemon Law are either to get a Lemon Law buyback, a refund, or a brand new replacement vehicle. But it is a form of compensation that you're asking for. And jurors are human beings. Should it matter if you ever got upset, if you got emotional, if you yelled at the dealership or customer service, or if you got really emotional? Should that matter if the facts fit the law? In a perfect world, it shouldn't matter. But you know what? We're dealing with human beings and human nature. when you have a jury. And fair or not fair, there's actually been studies done on this. And people who come off angry or vindictive, that tends to turn juries off. Because the human response is, if this is an angry, nasty person that's mean to people, it's basically karma. So even if what's happening to them is not fair, you know what? It's kind of what goes around comes around. Now again, that's illogical, that's unfair, but it would be naive not to know that that is the case. And so just understand that, again, you're justified in being upset. You're justified in being frustrated. You just got to be very careful who you convey that frustration to. Here's what I mean. You can convey your frustration to your family. You can convey your frustration to your friends. You can convey your frustration to your attorney if you've hired one. But the last person that you should convey frustration to, especially being emotional or yelling, is either the dealership or a customer service rep. Because what they will do is they will instantly pigeonhole you into that segment of the population that jurors are not sympathetic to. And these companies know this. And so because of that, they're much less likely to offer you a fair settlement. And so you have to think to yourself, do I prefer to lash out at them even if I'm justified? Or do I prefer to be out of the problem and not have to deal with a lemon vehicle anymore? You have to answer that question to yourself. But I would think that probably 99, close to 100% of people would rather be out of the lemon vehicle than just feel temporarily better for venting or even yelling at the manufacturer or at the repairing dealership. So that's why never, ever, ever yell at a dealership repair person. Never, ever, ever yell at a customer service rep, even if you're 100% justified. Because again, the main key is to ultimately be rid of the lemon vehicle that you unwittingly bought and you don't deserve to keep dealing with, to be able to move on with your life. So if you have any questions about any lemon law issues, if you want more lemon law information, please visit our website. That is ArizonaLemonLawAdvocates.com, or feel free to call us for a free lemon law evaluation. Our number is 480-237-2744. We're here to help.